Hello. Hi. Hey viewers, hey audience, hey Twitch. So it's Fury Shadow here. As you can see, it's 2:14 p.m. Eastern time. So it's session time. And so something I've been wondering about. A lot of comments I was getting on the last episode about how they don't think that Yin should continue having his, bizarre adventure because he's dead. No, he's a person. Like, there's somebody playing him who still needs to be entertained. So I'm gonna give him Yin's crazy adventure. Nah, it's still a person. Still needs to be entertained. So, with that, now, along with that, I also people saying that Pandemonium is not at all the way I described it. Well, how do you know it's the same Pandemonium? this is my world. How do you know it's the same as somebody else's world? No, my world is whatever I want it to be, as long as I'm consistent, which it is consistent. So you can't tell me I'm wrong. Now, now that I've gotten those confusions cleared up, our sponsor today is the Lunatic Cultist Treasure Bag. More about that later. But can anyone give me a recap of the last session? What happened? What happened in the last session?
I'll give a recap. I just have to go tell my siblings to be quiet. I'll be right back.
Okay then.
Sorry about that. Just have to clear up that disturbance.
Okay.
Okay, time to read with my brother. Okay. In the last episode of The Wild Adventures of the Dickshot Gang, Obin negotiates with Sasuke after getting caught in a lie. While the two discuss their options, Rail decides that he would be better off jumping out of the 80-foot tower window. He climbs the tower window, alluring the party as well as the guards of his plan, and as he leaps into the open air, the tower falls silent before hearing a very painful smack. Smack, really? Okay. As Rail hits the water after hearing the smack, Pan runs down the stairs as fast as he can, smacking the tower with every earth-shattering step to save him, leaving Elvin behind. Soon after he makes it, he carries Rail onto the platform to try and save him. Elvin watches from the tower window above, still doing nothing. It's his entire fault. Eventually, he convinces a passing lady to heal his friend. When he sees Rail start to move, Elvin walks down the stairs, taking his sweet, sweet time. When the party gathers around Rail, the skeletal guards pick them up and carry them back to the tower. Elvin calls the guards carrying him to come and see a magic trick, casting Eldrig into their eye holes. They scream in pain, dropping Elvin. But before he has a chance to do anything, they proceed to kick Elvin's teeth in, knocking him out. How fun. Upon waking up from the teeth-induced coma, he tells his bird to send help. A few seconds later, the coolest bird anyone has ever seen in their entire lives flies into the room along with Raven. After a bit of planning, they have the awesome bird distract the guards while they were supposed to be sneaking out of the tower. Instead, they sided with their beauty rest rather than their sweet, sweet freedom. And my brother zoned out during my arc, but what he remembers is, how do you misspell my name? It's so, okay. Found a barrel of ale, carried it into an underground store, Found a bunch of squishy weapons that I refused to eat. Till I found a man who may or may not have been my family members, and after a lot of banter, I requested to be banished with all my stuff, and then I got transported into pandemonium. Great. Perfect, perfect recounting. I regret letting him make the session notes.
You know, everybody makes mistakes. Only thing about it is you just gotta not make them again.
That's the bird telling us how we failed to escape.
Yeah. So, alright, so, at the moment, Royale, Albion and Pan are sitting outside of the tower, and Yin is in a very moist and smelly cave that is very moist, but it's more moist than smelly, but it's smelly. So, uh, so who feels like having the spotlight first, the party or Yin?
I mean, it's up to you guys, because I know immediately what I'm doing the second it's my turn.
I'm intrigued to see what you have in mind, and I also am thinking of what I'm gonna do when the focus is on us.
Great. Does anyone else have anything to say, or is Yin's turn proceeding? Nothing? Okay, great. I would immediately like to try and do like maybe a nature or a medicine check to see if this cave is really something's mouth. Because by the way you described it, it seems like something's mouth.
And so you said you're going to do a nature and or medicine check. In order to figure out if it's something's mouth, you can do something called history. Why, you might ask? Because nature's about plants. This is a history time. And
Okay.
Yeah, because there isn't really yeah, uh, yeah. History. What did you roll on history?
I rolled a 5.
It seems that the walls of this cave are made of stone. That's what it appears like.
Okay. I would like to ritual cast Animal Messenger and send the bird back out to. Actually, I'll send the snake this time to go look for Rail, since it seems I can follow the snake more easily.
Okay, so you said you're going to tell your snake to go find Rail with Animal Messenger. That's what I heard you say?
Yep.
Okay, it goes in yes, it goes to the 150 degrees.
I will attempt to follow it the best I can.
It slithers.
Quick question. Sorry. Has this been taking place on the same day as when I took the short rest? Like this all been like one day? Again?
Yeah, it has. I mean, okay. the time when you came in here and where you are now, yes, it has. It's yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to keep track of that for rationing purposes. Since I said I ate some good berries from when I was doing the long rest. I did take off a spell slot for that, but just wanted to make sure I
In
was
fact,
keeping track of rations correctly.
yeah. In fact, I mean, it's still like it hasn't been that many hours since you woke up this morning, like, and the sky was dark. No, that was like 6 hours ago for you, and also for the rest of the party, it was like 5 hours ago.
I like the idea that Ian woke up, the sky was dark, he died, and then he just shrugged, decided to dig down and go to Pandemonium.
Yeah.
Pandemonium.
I mean, it does look like exactly what would happen if Pan were to fall down.
I do not think that he likes to be called Pandemonium. I don't think that he would approve of that. Please don't call him that.
Ah, this is more terrifying.
Oh,
Like,
so it's a
Ian?
thing.
Okay, so anyway, I continue trying to follow my snake.
I mean, I don't know whether calling it he or calling it they would be more accurate. But, yeah. I don't think that they like to be called that. Don't call them Pandemonium. Anyway, so the snake continues slithering along the ground and steaming until it eventually gets to a wall. Now, you see, it deviates, of course, toward the wall until it eventually starts to crawl up the wall. Not the way that a snake crawls up the wall, but as if it was just going forward and it happened to be, and some kind of unknown force was strafing it. And it keeps steaming vigorously because it's very hot. Once the snake gets
Ian
to
would
the...
also...
Huh.
Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, once it gets to the, some point on the wall, it appears to be high enough, and it goes in a straight line now. Just slithering along.
Ian would like to try and walk up the wall to see if it would have the same effect on him as it did his nice scarfy boy.
It did. It does. Yeah, it does.
I'd like to continue following it at a nice, safe pace, just to make sure that nothing's going to jump out at him in case.
Yes. Up ahead, there's a sound like a piece of metal being dropped. Not a very big piece of metal, judging from its pitch. Maybe the size of like, maybe like the size of a steak knife. But it does sound like a piece of metal being dropped.
Does it sound like it's going in the direction that I told Scarf to go? That Scarf's going in, or is it like to the side?
It's ahead of you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Ian would like to run forward to see what's happening there.
You find a fork in the road. Yeah, there's a fork in the path. It goes off in two directions.
Okay. Which way does the direction that I would consider right go?
What do you mean? I don't think that there are any other rights and lefts. That's just perspective. You're on the ceiling, get right. Do you want to go right or left?
I would like to try and look ahead to see what's on each path. So I said that because I don't know if it sort of went into a different direction since this is Pandemonium and it's a sort of weird place. So Fork in the Road would kind of be different. Could have been different.
Dark
Again,
and
wouldn't
dark.
know.
In either
Okay.
direction. It's dark and dark. And you look behind you, dark. Just just a stone tunnel. No,
Okay.
no things. No, they haven't decided to come check you out yet. You haven't awoken them. Uh,
I will let my snake choose the path instead of the one being guided by magic. And what you just said terrifies me. Basically, I'll just follow whichever path Scarf goes on.
I would just like to point something out. Yin has a vibe skill on his character sheet.
Just noticed this now?
Yes.
Well, yes, Yin is proficient in vibe checks.
No, that kind of would have been helpful a little later. I meant earlier.
How so? I don't see a vibe skill. Where would a vibe be useful?
You could have put that god in his place.
Yin does not do well with family. So yeah, basically whatever path my snake is going on.
you proceed.
I was gonna say I was gonna light a torch, but since there's no people who are blindsidedly challenged, I'm just gonna keep walking normally because that would just be a waste of equipment, and also it might attract unwanted attention. If you would like, while Ian's busy exploring, you can cut back to them.
Yes, alright. They don't mind waiting for you. So, party. Hey, party. So, so you're on the platform outside the tower. What are you doing?
Ice raft.
Elvin? How? did you manage to get us on this kind of situation again on the same day?
It's not my fault.
It's not. Okay, sure, it is not your fault that you decided to just go ahead and say that you're going to sell us out as prisoners. It was not your fault that you
We
wanted
needed
them back from us.
information. I wasn't gonna tell you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, but maybe don't phrase your actions like that ever again.
Okay. Either way, now we know how to get Ian back.
Yeah. So how are we gonna do it?
Get someone with strong magic that can, like, pull us back out when we get Ian.
And exactly where would we find someone like that? 'Cause
Probably
apparently
the near
you are
city.
making all the decisions.
There's probably a strong wizard in the nearest city. There might be one in the woods. Who knows? Is the ice raft made yet?
Wait, hold on. You were making an ice raft?
Yes.
Captured? Weren't you guys captured?
Are we not outside of the tower?
Don't you remember what happened the last time you made an ice raft?
Well, it's our only way of transport.
Well, yes, but do you remember what happened the last time you made an ice raft?
Not specifically.
We got on it. The old captain got to this place, and when we came back to it, it was gone.
Oh. Okay, so what do you expect us to do? Swim? I mean, I guess we could use Pan Pan as a flotation device, but still.
Oh, was that directed
Right
at me?
now,
Yes.
Oh. Well, no, I'm not saying you can't make an ice raft. It's just that the last time that you tried to make an ice raft and escape on it, you got kicked in the face.
yeah.
Yeah. You tried to freeze some water and jump
Yeah,
on the block so you could go paddle away, and then you got kicked.
Yeah, it says it on the session notes or something.
Which, by the way, you just stopped bleeding. Like you just stopped bleeding from that wound. Like, you got kicked hard. And it's not been that long. It's like you have not taken a short rest in this time. It's been a few minutes. Like, did you take a short rest? Did y'all take one?
Not yet.
Oh yeah, in that case,
Not
it's
yet.
not been very long. Yeah, Elvin just stopped bleeding. Are you sure that you want to try the same thing again?
No. I'm good.
Like, no, I'm not stopping you. I'm just reminding you of the consequences of your actions.
Do they have any escape boats on the ship? On the tower thing?
Not that you can see. No escape boats that are on the raft. the platform
Pan
jump.
Pan, Rail, you guys got any good ideas?
I think we should take a short rest.
But won't they, like, attack us?
Yes.
We are prisoners. I don't know if you remember that.
Mm.
Oh.
Mm. Mm.
Or are we already prisoners and there's no harm resting?
I wish I would
Are
have.
there any
I wish I would
are
have.
there any ships on the water nearby?
No. Do you want
So
to
we're
try to
kind of
like
screwed.
what? Do you want to try to like I don't know, like do you have flares? And just gonna start like launching flares around trying to attract a ship's attention? No, they're not nearby,
Mm.
but if you launch some flares then you might get the attention of one that has long vision.
I could just keep shooting Eldritch Blast straight up in the air.
I got Firebolt. I feel like we're gonna get, I don't know.
I also have Skyrite, so I'm sure they'll look up at the clouds one point in time.
I would like to check the rod to see how it's doing. Has it changed at all or anything?
Well, you pull it out and you feel an urge to start like chewing on it. You just get this urge to start chewing on it.
This party and eating things.
The raw, your vision begins to wiggle and wave with lines of purple beginning to cross it, as if the rod is hypnotizing you to convince you to bite.
Honestly,
Let me tell you something. It doesn't take much
Honestly-
convincing to convince this party to eat something.
honestly, with all that has happened, Rael wouldn't even have to be hypnotized. He would just be like, I'm getting a sense of like biting on this thing now. Sure, why not? The worst thing that can happen is I can die, finally.
You bite. Now, before you thought it was an unyielding shaft of steel. However, when you bite into it, it feels more like the texture of wood. Certain pieces of its length do have more of a leathery texture, but most of it does feel like a wood grain. You can feel that your teeth can very slightly break its surface. However, it isn't hollow. You don't break into some inner chamber. But it's just as what would normally happen if somebody bit a piece of wood. Slowly, as you begin to keep chewing on it, trying to take off pieces of it, you feel its flavor improve. It begins to taste with just a hint of sweetness and just a hint of saltiness. As you spend more time working your jaw over this strange illusion rod.
I like how nobody's stopping me.
The only one who would oppose you eating something random is dead.
I just want to say this description is supposed to be an om nom nom delicious kind of sensation. This is not at all sexy for you. Not at all sexy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just om nom nom delicious, okay?
Yeah,
I know
got
I
that,
made it.
don't worry.
I know I made it sound kind of sexy, but that's just no. It was not intentional. Okay, it's not supposed to be sexy.
Don't worry. Is anyone else gonna do something? I'm eating a rod.
How does it taste?
You know, it tastes actually good.
This is only cemented why Yin is the leader.
Well, I wanna cast Skywrite.
And what are you going to write?
Help us, we are being trapped by a necromancer. Help us, we are being trapped by a necromancer.
You said that slowly so that you could count the number of letters, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Doesn't the spell just have a chance to have the message blown away by the wind?
Yes.
It says the words appear to be made of cloud. I mean, it's all cloud in the sky. So I'm just gonna say you create a glowing text on the clouds because it's all cloud. A ceiling of cloud. You create glowing text on the clouds because I mean you still are going to get your message across. Anyway,
Elvin, just what is your status?
And I'm just speaking the truth.
Okay. Stream, you need to see this. You need to see this. I must. I need to show you their statuses. Okay, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look at that. Oh man. Oh man. Okay.
I like how only one is actual sensible strategy and the rest is just about eating something weird.
Yep.
I mean, this is totally in character for us.
So. With this tasty, crunchy rod being eaten by Rail. Rail, how much do you want to eat? How much is Rail gonna eat?
What's gonna happen
I
to
don't know.
Rail?
How much can I eat?
How much can you eat? 400 cubic centimeters. That's how much you can eat if you want to. That's the most I'll let you eat. How much do you want to eat?
Yeah, I feel like he would just continue on chewing until he stops for some reason.
Yeah, once
So
you
it's just gonna be like those pencils with teeth marks in it.
Nah, these aren't
Yeah.
teeth marks. They're eating it. They're biting pieces off. These aren't just teeth marks. This is eating. What to you? It looks like they're eating metal. So, I don't know.
The only thing I can imagine is just Rail going full corn on the cob with it.
So, after you've eaten about 400 cubic centimeters, it suddenly loses all of its flavor and goes back to just tasting like a piece of wood, instead of being nice and sweet and salty like it was earlier. Which, do you want to keep eating after it just goes to tasting like wood? Just like a piece of wood?
No, he would go like, ah, oh, no, that.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Yeah, okay. In that case, okay, you stop eating? And so, let's say if you were to reach down into your pants and you were to pull out something, anything. Do you have anything that you have stored in there? You got any tricks? You got any tricks in there? You got anything? You got any maybe any like secret kind of like? Does anybody have like a gun like shoved down one of their pant legs? Does anybody have like maybe like a secret, maybe like a, I don't know, like a secret go back home stone? Anybody got anything like that, or do you? No, you don't.
And I have a gloomstone and a gun.
Oh
have a
yeah,
number
he
4
does have
in
the
a loot box.
bloomstone. Yeah, hold on to that bloomstone. It's gonna be relevant later. I mean, if you can, keep your sanity for that long, it will be relevant later. So the so you're just gonna is the party just gonna like peacefully take the rest of their short rest, just just like kind of just sit there around, not really do anything, just gonna sit there and relax for the rest of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yep. End of the short rest. You know it ends. You've taken a short rest. Go perform the relevant calculations for that. I don't know what the things you get from taking a short rest are, because I am not you. I don't have your character sheets. And so yeah. The Sasuke appears. Ah! Hello there. So I've got yeah. What is whoa? Did one of you just did you eat a piece of metal? I can clearly see the bite taken out of that.
Yeah. You got a problem with it?
What are you? I've never met anything that likes to eat metal. What kind of creature are you?
Last time I checked, human.
What in fuck's name? Huh. Anyway, I've got a city for you to burn. Get up now, I'll take you there.
You're taking us to the city?
Yes. I've got a mission for you.
And this captain doesn't seem too bad. We could just work for him. Oh, the joke. Elben did not say that.
I don't know, Elben's morals have been You sure about that? You sure you wouldn't, You sure you don't like this guy? 'Cause he's...
Elben's smart enough to know what morals are.
He has good morals.
Cap.
What has he done that opposes to good morals?
Hey, Hive, would you like to contribute? Would you like to answer this question? You can probably give a better answer than I would.
Well, there was a time when he tried to kill Yin. That was a big one. And then the other time when he tried to kill Yin. Let's see. There was a time when he tried to steal from a shop and then tried to make the owner think that he was burning it down. Then there was a time he scared an entire village into thinking he was a demon.
Don't like that owner.
Well,
and no, that you technically did that because he was disguised into you.
No.
Yes, identity theft.
Oh yes, identity theft.
Uh-huh.
There was the crimes. Let's see. You. Trying to get this together. I have an entire list here. Give me a second. Yeah, we'll just skip to the big ones. You tried to steal from a church. You murdered your mother.
He didn't mean to.
Accident.
I keep telling myself that.
His mother after making
making an effort to get her back.
You challenged the god to a fight and dragged all your friends into it. Also, you went up to a random tower, attacked a bunch of skeletons who were doing nothing, and then you immediately tried to sell your friends out, despite nothing telling you that you would have any resistance if you just walked in there normally.
No. We asked to see their leader kindly, and then they said to see him, we'd have to fight.
Pretty sure that was after you started just beating them up.
Yeah, they said go away. And then you said, no, we're not going away. And they said, no, you must go away. Then Elbean says, no, we must see the leader. And then there's like, well, no, we are going to defend him. We are not going to let anyone go see our leader.
Oh.
And you got to fight us if you want to go get to him. And then Elvin's like, okay, it's Pound Town. Let's take them down.
If I remember correctly, Rail tried to just be nice, be like, hey, we don't want any conflict. We just want to know where we could go from here. And then Elvin decided to start a fight.
Alright, Elvin's morals are questionable.
Yeah.
By the way, we go into the city.
Fantastic.
Well, not exactly. You're not out there to just go shop and have fun. There's a gang of bandits who've been intercepting my cargo routes, and they've been stealing all of my provisions when I've just been trying to trade. I've recently located their lair. It's up to you to either take everything back from them, or kill all of them and take everything back from them. Either way.
I vote for the latter.
Either way, I can't just let these criminals get away with this. They're causing me to lose money. I can't have this. So you've got to go help me out and go get back all my money. And I expect all the money. If I find that you deliver me short, well, you're gonna die. Because how will I know that you're not trying to get away with stealing from me either?
What exactly bonds us to you?
That's a good question.
So is there nothing magic? Oh.
What do you think? What do you think binds me? What do you think binds us? Why do you think that you have to do what I say? Why do you think so?
Because I told you I'd give you my friend. I'm a strong believer of not lying, aren't you?
Yes. You made a deal. And it is the power of that deal that has locked you into this predicament that you've gotten yourself into.
So the power of a handshake did this.
Well, yes, you made a pact. You agreed that in exchange, you would be one of my men and that you would turn in two of your friends as prisoners. That's the deal you made. And you might think that, oh, no, you didn't sign a paper, but, well...
I can't write.
Yes, that is a problem, but...
I'm pretty much useless to you.
You made a deal, and who am I to go against that deal?
Red looks at the rod again, and just goes, "Yump."
Let's
I kept
go to
going
the
through,
city.
yep, your raven, your cool bird, or your fish.
Nipples is probably like close to rail.
He is. Yes, he is.
I feel like Raven would just be on top of the tower laughing with the cool bird.
Yeah.
The cool bird somehow acquired sunglasses while you weren't looking.
So let's go to the city. Are we standing here in silence?
Well, alright, since you don't seem motivated, I guess I should tell you the last part of the deal. You've got to do a few missions for me, and if you can successfully complete a few of these, then I'll go and turn you free. But you do have to do, well, it will take a few missions that you'll have to complete successfully first. How about that? Would that motivate you?
Yes.
Good. And as for the rest of yous, you've heard my terms. What do you think? What are you thinking? Do you like that? Do you want the chance to earn your freedom? Or do you just want to sit around and be useless for, whoever knows how long?
I like to do some missions.
Rail's numbing at the rod, looks at Sasuke in the eyes, takes off the rod from his mouth, and just says, "Yeah."
Alright. Yeah. He produces a stone from his pocket. It appears to be green and carved in. It appears to be green jade carved in the shape of a lotus. Go on, put all your hands on the
Pretty.
stone. Touch the stone. All of you,
Okay.
touch it.
I touched the stone.
Come to.
Okay. Yes. After you all touch the stone, you're all transported to a small, well, you can't, what is it? It was described as a city, but, where's the city? It's just some abandoned fortifications. Well then. Well, that's different. Wasn't like this last time I was here. And I was here yesterday. Maybe it's that way. He turns around and directs your gaze to the other way. To which you see a village. Ah. Oh, I got you facing the wrong direction. Oh, well, there it is. Well then, how'd this get here? Wasn't here the last time. Wasn't here yesterday. There wasn't this fortress here. Nobody builds a fortress in a day. No, who does that? No, you can't. No human could do that. Maybe if you had, maybe if you had 100 of them.
Or I don't know, some extremely large people and extremely hardworking and smart people. I'm sure you could build a fortress in a day.
Why are you letting Elbin negotiate? Also, I like how you guys went from one dick shot to another, just switching.
Yeah. Rail's carefully calculating how can he possibly get himself out of this completely.
So you guys gonna use your skills of terrorizing villages on purpose this time?
I mean, who knows? Can Elvin see anybody that looks to be a person of power, or who looks to be a thief?
A thief? There's only one. There's only two particularly thieving people you see. Those being Rael and, well, Sasuke. No, you don't. No, the villagers look like regular people. They just look like villagers.
So, Mr. Sasuke, can you point out any of these people that have been stealing your stuff?
No. I'm looking
Not
at them.
one of these people. Not one of these people here possibly stole your stuff.
Well, maybe. Well, I mean,
just show us where the building is.
yes.
Show us where their lair is.
Yes, alright. Is this one here? Underneath it, at least. You can see there. You can see in there. You see this here is the town hall. Now, if you go under it, you'll find a trap. No, you'll find a trap door under one of the rugs. If you go down into under there, you'll find a hideout of bandits. At least that's what my agent told me. Yes, you'll find a hideout down there.
Okay.
The only problem is well, those the knife ears are in there, just standing around. They don't know what's happening under them, under their feet. And you've got to get them out of there so that we can, get down under the floor. After all, I don't think anybody would be very willing to let you, start picking up their rugs and moving them around.
There are windows to these homes.
People willingly.
Yeah, there's a window. There's a.
Right.
There's a Yeah. There's two windows that you can see
M-
in the hall.
Well, not to this building specifically, but to different homes.
To different Hmm. What do you mean?
I mean, if Elbing can see somebody who's doing nothing in their home, he can he can pretend to be a health inspector.
What?
Why? Why exactly?
No, there are no windows on the on any of the homes.
Well, I'm going to go try to find the most respected looking person walking in the street and try to convince them to go into their home.
Um, I I don't think I'm understanding your plan, Justice.
My plan is change faces to that person, prestidigitate a clipboard, and walk into the town hall. Tell everybody to get out. This is a emergency health inspection. We've been alerted of rats. Or I can die trying.
Yeah, you
What
find
the-
yeah. Well, you do. Yeah, you do find the most respectable person in the town, and you can uh you try to convince them to just go home, but they are, well, they refuse on the grounds that they are busy and they need to do things.
May I roll persuasion?
You may.
Where is that? $21. 16 plus 5.
Yeah, you succeed. They go walk off somewhere. Yeah. Now, I mean, they walk over, away from the town, over toward the dilapidated fortress.
Say what you said one more time. I didn't hear you quite well.
You succeed in persuading them to go home, and so they will go walk away out of town, and they go into the crumbling fortress.
Better than going into the town hall. I would like to prestidigitate a clipboard.
Do you know how large a clipboard is?
Make it a tiny clipboard, one that can fit in the palm of his hand. Tiny clipboard for a tiny man.
Okay. Yeah, alright. You have a clipboard?
Right. I burst in the doors and say, "Everybody out! Emergency health inspection. We have been alerted that there are rats, and if you do not leave, this place will be sanctioned and be repossessed."
There are always rats. There's no need to go inspecting for rats. There's always rats.
Thank you for telling me that, because we also got a report of bugs. Can you believe that in a establishment such as this one? Bugs.
You're not from around here, are you? I don't think you're from around here.
I was
There
sent
no.
by the continent. That's how big this problem is. You don't get a local health inspector anymore if it gets this bad. So everybody out, or else.
While this is going on, can I just go ahead and just try to see where this entrance to the hideout in the town hall is?
I mean, you have to wait for everybody to evacuate. But
No, if none of you leave, I'm gonna have to send a message to my associates, and let's see how they react to people who are risking their health and safety, not evacuating the building.
you do know that the continent is across the sea. And I don't see no boat. I don't know how you could have got here.
I am a skilled professional in the art of magic. So please, I will message my associates, and they will force you out.
Let them come.
Pan, can you burn down the town hall?
Sure.
We have, what are they called? Dang, I can't remember what they're called. We have artillery ready to fire, because that's how bad this place is. It's possible it doesn't even have to come to this. But if you want to evacuate, it's what we're forced to do.
Alright. Hey, Elvin, what's your armor class? Or, well, rather, does a
God.
23 hit?
Yeah, Elvin also has 3 health.
Yeah. A great kind of like spider web like substance comes out of this guy's hand, and it combines all the way around you. Alright then. You wanna bomb this place down? Fine. You're gonna die too. How you like that?
Just a health inspector.
Yeah?
Wait,
You
can
said
I
you got
see
artillery.
outside?
You said you got artillery. You wanna fire it? Sure. But you're gonna die.
I see outside.
You can.
I would like to cast Misty Step as far away as I possibly can, which is a maximum of 30 feet, and
How?
yell, "Pan, shoot the bomb!"
How? Yeah, but how are you gonna cast Misty Step without being able to move your hands? Like, does it require hands? Does it require material components, or is it only a verbal spell?
Verbal and somatic.
Ah. Verbal and somatic.
I like to imagine that Rails like as far away as possible, just
I don't.
just looking at the
Wait, no.
chaos happen.
Misty Step is only verbal.
Yeah, in that case you can teleport away then. Yeah. Yeah, you
Right.
can.
Pan, shoot the bomb.
Okay. I shoot it.
Hold on,
But
I
wait.
must quiet my siblings again.
Where did Pan get a bomb?
Fireball.
Fireball?
Yeah, firebolt.
Fireball.
Yeah, firebolt. I don't know anything about fireball. You're I don't. Nah, I don't think you're
Firebolt.
high enough level yet. But yeah, firebolt is. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you light it. Pan, do a strength save.
Don't fail this, please.
Yeah, 'cause Elvin's still, like, wrapped up in spider webs. Like, thick spider webs, just laying on the ground, 'cause it takes everything with... Because it takes all your stuff with you, and if you want to take your gear, then you gotta take your restraints, too.
One.
Yeah, you succeed. 3 townsfolk attempt to restrain you, but you're able to break out of their grip.
Owen is just gnawing at his webs.
Webs or spin them out?
This is honestly going better than I expected.
The flames continue to spread over the building.
Rail just goes, huh. Honestly, I didn't thought they could do such things. Did you? Looks at Nibbles.
Rail, I would appreciate it if you got these webs off of me.
Okay. He grabs his dagger and starts to cut away the webs.
Hey, Rael, perform a strength save.
Alright. Well,
Yeah, that fails.
yeah.
You have been grabbed by this, by the same dude from earlier, who has exited the burning hall. So, Sag, you're the one. You're part of their crew, huh? You're working together, huh? Huh? You're the one
I
who,
never seen this man in my life.
then why'd you trying to cut him free?
It wasn't. I was gonna stab him.
Alright, then do it. I'll let you go.
All right.
Do it. Go on. Stab him.
Mhm.
Stab it. Do it. You know what? Here, let me help you. Allow me to guide your hand into his neck. Do you want that? Are you too?
I like how Pan Pan's just sitting there. He's not even restrained or anything. He's just watching this.
Are you too?
Yeah.
Don't worry. If you're too, if you're too nervous about bringing justice yourself, I can help you. Don't worry. We can guide your hand so you can still get the experience of
I'll
bringing
I'll
a
shoot
criminal to
an
justice.
arrow through this guy.
Shoot crossbow at him.
Yeah. How?
Just holding your hand.
No. Yeah. Yeah. uh. So.
I'm pretty sure Rail has two hands.
Yeah, but like, you're telling me that in the time it takes for you to take out a crossbow, you know, get it in the right position to fire, and then shoot the crossbow, the guy's not going to notice what's happening. You think that's what's going to happen, right? That's what you think?
I thought it was far away.
No. Can I just take an arrow?
Well, no, I mean, do you want to try to shoot him with the crossbow?
Can I like throw a dagger at him?
Yeah, roll for attack. Throwing attack.
May I please roll intimidation?
Yeah. Forgot to ask if a 21 hits.
No. That was rolled at 12:25. I asked the question at 12:32. This 21 is not applying to that roll to attack.
Oh,
The
okay. Sorry.
strength save.
Yeah, that was a strength save.
Sorry. Got confused.
I think I messed
Are you
up.
rolling damage then?
Set to roll damage.
I said roll to attack.
Hit.
Yeah, roll to hit. You said you're going to throw it.
Okay.
17 hits. Yeah. Hey, Rail, do a dexterity save to, you know, get yourself away. After all, he was hit in the back, so he's gonna fall forward onto you. And the dagger's
Dexterity
like,
save?
yeah, dexterity save. Dexterity.
15.
15 fails.
Nice.
Yeah, that fails. It's hard. The DC was 16. Yeah, dagger is forced forward into Elvin. A dagger that you were holding, because after all, it was like 8 inches away from Elvin at the time that the guy got killed from the back. Yeah, you sure you... I mean, I still think that it was a weird choice to decide to, like, throw a dagger at this guy. It doesn't matter what angle you were throwing the dagger at this guy with. Like, if he's gonna die, he's still gonna fall forward, you know? Like... You know what I
have
mean?
a giant robot that you can just summon. Why didn't you just cause distraction?
Okay.
I don't notice.
I'm pretty sure that the giant robot... First of all, I don't think it's giant, and second, I don't think he can do that at this level. Isn't it? Wait, what level can they do that at?
Sure, it's like level 2.
Level 2, really?
And it's giant compared to him. He is very small.
You're telling me artificers can summon a robot at level 2? Oh man, that's nice. That's some good power right there. That's a nice ability that they can have. Only level 2. That's an early time to get it. That seems pretty pretty versatile. That's pretty early on. So you know, you'll... I like that. I like that.
I don't know. It's level 3. The I do the specialist thing.
By the way, what level is the party?
Level 3.
Okay. Hey, Alvin.
Everyone's party has a pet now.
Hey, Alvin. Gonna need you to roll a die 20. Gonna need Alvin to roll that die 20. See if this kills them.
Sorry, I was muted. 18.
Yeah, that succeeds. You're alive. You're bleeding and you're barely alive and you're also unconscious, but you're alive. Yeah.
You know who isn't? Man who is trying to kill us.
Hey, party, you have 10 minutes to save Alvin. Just because you're alive doesn't mean that you're stable. No, you're gonna die in about 10 minutes. Does anybody have healing? Anybody? Anybody has healing?
Panda, you have healing.
Cure wounds.
Can you use cure wounds?
Um,
Can they try and make like a medicine check to make like a tourniquet to stop the bleeding or something?
Yeah.
does a short rest like me any spell slots?
Not for your class.
Besides,
can't
the
do it.
wound is on the neck. Like, it's a very delicate place. Tourniquets aren't going to work there. So, yeah, Pan, do you have that Cure Wounds that you can cast?
I
Well, you have no spell slots, is what you're saying. That's what you said?
Yeah.
You have no spell... Okay.
You could scream violently for help.
Do you have your robot?
Robe?
Do you have a robot? Do you have your robot that you have? Do you have it?
Yeah.
You do, yes. Okay. What can it heal? Does it have any healing abilities?
Let me see.
Can I do a medicine check?
Yeah, you can do a medicine check.
Oh, nice. Not 20.
You can actually cause it to help another player, so they'll get an advantage on an ability.
Elbin's last words were, Pan, shoot the bomb.
At 20 plus 2.
Yeah, it's a natural
You
20.
liar! Your last words were, "Can you cut me out of this?"
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
I did, in
Yeah,
fact. I almost cut you out of life.
yeah. Yeah, natural 20. You are aware, yeah, you know that this wound can be solved very easily using a plant called King's Root. Unfortunately, you have no idea where to get King's Root. However, you also know that a piece of living leaf along with ash bark can be combined to heal this wound. You don't know where living leaf or ash bark are, though. And a third thing, third kind of remedy you can think of for this wound right here is the tail of a rat gently draped over this wound. Unfortunately, despite Elvin talking about rats, you don't see any rats.
There should be a rat somewhere. They said that they did have them.
Yes. Yeah, and given as the building is burning, there should be rats that run out of the building, but you don't see any.
What
You
is the
bundled your
bandit
plant guy and your
doing?
healer into one person, and now you're suffering the consequences.
Elvin, wait. Hey, Justice, what did you say?
What are the bandits doing? Have they not heard the building burn? Have they not heard the health inspector coming in?
Have they been unaware
Did you know that
of our
stone does not
arrival?
burn? Did you know that stone does not burn?
Yes.
Did you know that? It's a stone floor. They're under a
Oh.
stone floor. And a metal trapdoor. Neither of those things burn. Did you know that?
Rel looks at...
Did you know they
Yes,
don't burn?
I knew that.
Yeah. Like...
Rel looks at Nibbles and at Pan and goes, "Can any of you get me a rat?"
I mean, Raven is just there. I feel like Raven
Yeah,
would eat it.
he's not
Or,
gonna talk to the Raven.
I go run and look for a rat.
Yes, you find a rat. Looking timid. Behind one of the houses.
Are you ready to die, little one?
Are you?
I take shit. I try to shoot it with the crossbow.
Roll to attack.
It's gonna be hilarious if he doesn't manage to shoot the rat.
Which, by the way, did you sneak up on the rat, or are you just like, "Hello, Mr. Rat, I'm going to shoot you now"? Like,
Not on the rat. Assuming it doesn't look at me.
well, in that case, you gotta do a stealth check to see how sneaky you are.
Oh no.
The rat notices you. Doesn't run away, but it notices you. So roll to attack.
Run.
11. That hits. You have killed a rat.
I have him run over to Rail.
Okay. Okay. Rail. So Rail, you have a rat now. A dead rat.
Nice. Thank you. He got the tail out of the rat and you said that I could put it on Alien's wound, right?
Yes, just lightly drape it over.
Yep. He does that.
Okay.
I don't even know why I tried. I don't even know why I'm doing these kinds of things. Since the day I've met you, we've been on trouble after trouble after trouble after trouble after bigger trouble. And it's so difficult to get away from you. Because the moment one just looks another way, this happens. And gestures at Elvin just laying unconscious. And I don't even know why I care. You know what? I don't need to care about you. I can just leave. I don't want to be involved with you anymore. Even if I'm gonna die, I don't care. As long as I can be away from you. Rael takes out the yin crystal, gives it to Pan Pan. You guys save him, and I think that you'll need to do something to figure out how to save him, because without someone competent enough, you're gonna die. And I'm gonna be taking myself out of the picture. It was nice knowing you. That's a lie. It was not nice. I've been in death scenarios since day one. It was horrible knowing you. Hope you can figure out a way out of this. Gestures to everything. And he just will start walking away.
Are you sure you want to leave the tail? Sure you want to help them out?
Hmm?
Are you sure you want to leave the tail?
Asking if you're leaving the rat tail or not.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he did try to help, but now he's just going away. He did help Elvin out by putting the rat tail there, and now he's just gonna leave.
This is gonna be so awkward when Yin is just using Rail as the only way to get out. So if Yin gets out, finds Rail, Elvin and Pan Pan are just gonna be gone.
Yeah, he's gonna.
So
he's
wait.
gonna like.
No, continue.
What happened?
So what's Pan
And
doing?
Red's gonna.
Pan. I can't hear you.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What is Pan doing?
I guess staring. Confused.
I've been trying to stop me just watching me leave. As I expected. Farewell.
Bye. Hope we meet again.
Elvin has canonically disposed of 2 party members now.
Yeah. You are met, Rael's met by Sasuke. Well then. You've done well. Sure, I mean... Look. See this sack? I got all my gold. You did well causing a distraction. Maybe it was a very big distraction, but you did cause a distraction. And I got my gold, so... Congratulations. Your friends don't look too good. I think I'll just take you back with me. If they can survive, then so be it. Good luck to them. Let's go. Let's go back. Let's go back home. Sasuke holds out the stone.
Rael touches the stone.
You're transported back to the platform. And alright then. So the audience may be questioning why this happened. You see, the player who plays Rael needs to leave. Needs to leave this campaign. They have other, well, they have business. You know, they're just a business person doing business, and their business is taking them elsewhere. So I thought this would be a pretty good way to write the character out of the story. And so now...
How was this Elvin's fault?
Was it not? We went from, okay, we're stuck in a different dimension, but we're going to be living, to every 5 seconds, we either have to follow someone or we're going to die.
I kind of like how, the 3 of you keep committing crimes. I like how, out of this, you wouldn't think it, because Rael's, you know, the rogue, but somehow, Rael didn't do anything wrong here. but no, really, they didn't do anything wrong here. No, they did all the right things. They were actually being, you know, pretty... I mean, they're kind of weird, like, you ate a piece of steel, but, I mean, you're acting moral, and then, I mean... Elvin and Pan are committing crimes. Plenty of crimes. Oh my...
Crimes!
Crime. Anyway, so yeah, the session is ended. Anyway, as for the audience. So... Okay, so this is my, you know, every so often reminder that you'll find that in these, sometimes in the D&D games, Also in, of course, the anime that you've watched, you know, Shadowhunt, and all other projects. There's a soundtrack. There's a soundtrack to them. Now, I want you to know that this soundtrack was either composed, mixed, performed, all of it done by me. Either the soundtrack was done all by me, or for some of the songs I did get help from DM Dokuro, best known for his contributions to, I think, Terraria and Friday Night Funkin', in addition to the Ender Pearls, known for his contributions to Toho and Black Butler. So yeah, I don't just get these off. I don't just go onto the internet say, tippity tap, cool songs to like put on the background of YouTube videos. No, these songs are for these videos. Okay, so like, don't go reposting them. These are not public use. The soundtrack for the anime is privately owned by me. Well, I mean, owned by the anime, but yeah, it's owned by the anime. This is not these are... Okay, you have to give me credit if you're gonna use them, at least. Because I know that I can't stop you from using them. I mean, I haven't been able to do it so far, but hey, you have to make sure that it's very clear that this ain't your work, and that it's my work, okay? Also, I suggest that y'all subscribe to DM Dokuro's Patreon. His songs are fire. The soundtrack was amazing that he made. And if you need to subscribe, because if you don't subscribe, well, I mean, you don't need to, but I suggest that you do, because if you subscribe to Patreon, he's gonna get paid. And if he gets paid, then he can continue coming up with these absolute bangers. And so, also, Ender Pearls, go subscribe to him. Yet again, he has Twitch, he has YouTube, he has Twitter, and he probably has a Patreon. I think he does. Probably he has a Patreon. Go subscribe, because if he gets paid, he can keep making really cool music. Okay? So, yeah, I suggest you all go and subscribe. And, yet again, don't just repost these songs. You need to give credit. Or, just don't do it. Okay? Okay? Yeah. I mean, and if any of this confused you about exactly what you can use these songs for, just, if you're confused, just don't use them. Okay? Anyway, so, this has been a good stream. We've gotten a lot done, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, stay zesty.